It's a little off the top. It's our cut one game. And first of all, we're going to put in the guillotine cut one sleeper, quote sleeper, that people are still trying to make happen. Of course, there's Anthony Richardson. I can hear the stands from here. Quarterback for the Colts, currently going 228 overall, QB 29. Currently is visiting Neil Elitros, the doctor out there in California, getting that shoulder looked on, the same shoulder that got banged up and caused him to miss the second half of his rookie season. So some concerns there for Anthony Richardson. Kyle Pitts, another guy who, I mean, Steve, you touched on him earlier as a sleeper, 164 overall, tight end 19. It's a great value for the proposition for the talent that is Kyle Pitts, but this seems like a team that, couldn't wait to get him off their roster and tried multiple times this offseason. The Steelers said, hey, actually, we're just kidding. We'll take Jonnu Smith from Miami instead. Marvin Mims for the Denver Broncos was editing in a video earlier for Fantasy Pros. My guy, Terrell Furman Jr., a little T Furman action. He's on Marvin Mims this season as well, going 150 overall, wide receiver 59. I mean, I think we all liked Marvin Mims to start of his career, but, a lot of question marks there. And then Blake Corum, running back for the Los Angeles Rams. I beat the drum louder than everyone, I think, last year. Burned a bunch of draft capital in the 8th, 9th, 10th round on him, 180 overall, RB 57. So, Steve, cut one sleeper that people are still trying to make happen. Who is it and why?
It's pretty easy for me. It's Blake Corum, and it's because there's nothing special about him. There's nothing he does particularly well that makes me say, well, he could be a this. Marvin Mims is a great deep ball threat. I don't know why he is. He just is. He's really good at catching deep passes. Kyle Pitts is an athletic freak, and so is Anthony Richardson. Monster arm, monster with his legs. Blake Corum, what's his special skill set? What is he elite at? Nothing. And that's a problem. And they're already kind of bringing in new talent at the running back position. Sean McVay, one thing we know about him is he does not care where you got drafted as a running back. He will, if you don't live up to what he wants you to be, and it happened to Cam Akers, right? Like Cam Akers is a good running back. Like he's a productive running back. Make him the starter and he'll give you a 100-yard game here and there. Like he can do it plenty, but it wasn't what he wanted. And Blake Corum, he's not fast enough. He's not a good pass catcher. He's not a great pass blocker. He's kind of just like, I thought he'd be better. I really did. I was with you when he came out of Michigan. I was like, I thought there was something there. And it turns out that he may just be a product of a really good offensive line.
Well, and I think part of it too, and, probably a misstep on your and I's analysis coming in last season was Blake Corum got zapped by that injury, I think. I think it's one of those situations he has not fully recovered. I don't know if he'll ever get that explosiveness back because really at the end of that Michigan championship run, we were seeing a lot of Blake Corum, but it was like, inside the 5, goal to go situations. And it was Donovan Edwards, a guy who couldn't even get himself drafted, walks onto the New York Jets practice squad here this offseason. That was kind of really the big play, the home run guy in that J.J. McCarthy-led championship team. So I think I'm with you. Like, I want to stop making Blake Corum happen. I have Jarquez Hunter. Like, I've already moved on myself. Like, it's kind of that, that girlfriend who comes back to you after a couple months and wants to get back together after she dumped you. And I was like, no, dude, you dumped me. And like, I found a new girl and her name's Jarquez Hunter and she's a baddie. So I'm with you on Blake Corum, but it's Kyle. I think it's just Kyle Pitts for me, Jake. I just think every team is trying to get rid of this guy. I'm tired of trying to making him a thing happen. I think it's going to be harder for him to be a thing than Marvin Mims, who realistically could be the wide receiver 2 in the depth chart for the Broncos. Where do you kind of fit in on this group of quote unquote sleepers?
Yeah, I never was in on Anthony Richardson, and I still don't get why people were. I get the athletic freak. Cool. If you want an athletic freak who can't throw the football, take your fastest wide receiver and put him at quarterback. Like, we're talking about a guy who couldn't complete passes in college. His shoulders were trash in college. He was constantly hurt in college. He comes to the NFL, can't complete passes, always hurt. It's what he like. So I think there's such thing as being too athletic for your body. And that kind of is the vibe I get from him. Like, he tries to do things because he knows he has the athletic ability to do it, but his body doesn't want to do what he's trying to make it do. And like, I get the rushing upside. Even last year, only 11 games played, 500 rushing yards, 6 touchdowns, quarterback 18, 40. And like, you look at why, and it's 47% completion percentage. The dude can't complete passes. He had good pass catchers around him. I think Michael Pittman and Josh Downs are 2 of the most underrated receivers in the NFL today. And he can't make anything happen with the arm. And no matter how good the rushing upside is for him, he's never it's Tim Tebow all over again. And I hate to do that because I love Tebow, but the guy just can't throw a football.
Yeah, it's so frustrating, man. I was someone who did buy into Anthony Richardson, that he could be a project, and I just think when you're getting hurt constantly and you're not able to stay on the field and get those reps that you need, especially throughout the offseason here again, right? That's the toughest part for me. Can we just cut all these guys? Like, I'm okay. Like, if these guys, if these guys got deleted from my queue, and I wasn't able to draft them, and newsflash, I haven't drafted them all off season, I wouldn't care. Steve, who do you care about? Obviously, I know one of them.
Yeah,
is that the only one?
Because here's the thing. We're saying, oh, Kyle Pitts the sleeper. Kyle Pitts has never been a sleeper. We've always treated him as
last year.
No, he wasn't. We treated him again as an elite option because he had Kirk Cousins coming in. We've always treated Kyle Pitts as a top 5 option. Always treated Kyle Pitts as a top 5 option. He's always been treated as an elite player. This is the tight end 19 now. This dude was always in the top 6 or higher tight ends drafted. And now we're getting him at tight end 19. This is the first time we've ever had him as a sleeper. He's outperformed tight end 19 every year, by the way. Every year he's better than tight end 19.
But if you're not like tight end 14 or above, you're probably not worth being rostered.
He is. That's the thing. And we're just mad. Like, people are mad that he's not top 3 or top 5 because that's what he could be. But we're letting our frustration with what he could be. There's a saying my dad has said to me a million times in my life: don't let perfect be the enemy of very good. And that's what we're doing with Kyle Pitts.